Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another spread. I hope you are doing a-okay. We're going to go ahead and pop in and see what's going on in and around your lovely worlds. If you're new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. It is always a pleasure to host. I'd also like to thank my angels, ancestors, spirit guides, oversoul, and all sentient beings that walk with me in the highest white light and protect me, you, and the messages during these exchanges. All right, let's see what we have, you guys. What is the message that you're meant to see or hear today? Whoa, there's a shift. There's a shift. There's also the message of needing to take a break. I think we saw that in the last reading where folks were being urged to sit in a quiet space. In that read, it was for the sake of receiving downloads, but this time around, they're talking about just taking a break in general. Look at this. Holy. And then they also suggest going to a museum. But there's a turning point in the spiritual side of your walk. And there's a restart. So this sounds like those of you who have, again, been doing their shadow work or taking self-inventory within themselves and as it pertains to their environments, where they pour themselves into emotionally, psychologically, financially. This is that person that has sat down for that downtime to recenter themselves. You understand, with this holy situation. And now there's this restart being indicated. Okay, you've been restored, replenished, all the things that your spirit guides do for you when you sit down. It's literally like when a boxer in the ring goes to their corner and then they have all their coaches and helpers around wiping them off, giving them water. You know, that's what this is. Nearly. Okay. Open is here. Oh, yeah. So this is about somebody closing down shop for maintenance and now reopening, restarting, and opening. Okay. So let's have another from this deck. Very, very inspirational. There's some of you that are very, very powerful. You have a great deal of endurance. You're doing amazing because it hasn't been easy. Node is here. We've been talking about your north nodes or your life mission, being in perfect alignment with that. Okay, what your life mission is and the path you walk to fulfill it, your life path. So they call it in zodiac sense as north node. You know what I'm saying? This is about the expanded version of yourself. You've definitely expanded. Bottom of the deck says loyalty. So it feels like there's a thanks and or an appreciation coming through to a lot of you because of this. Your loyalty to the greater good. Your loyalty to the path, to the journey, to the mission, to the walk. It's time to get rewarded. It's time to expand and experience more, okay, and gain more and share more. You're ascending. Now, if I'm looking at the bottom of these here again, take a break, go to a museum, watch a sunrise, say hi to strangers, pick a leaf as a bookmark. This is talking about connecting to nature for a lot. There's, I believe that's a bit of a lake or something and trees in the background there. They make a reference to a leaf here. So getting in nature as much as possible or tapping into nature is a very good thing. It's very grounding. This is about grounding and again, recentering yourself so that you can keep up the fight. Being restored and such. This is something. It feels like I'm literally watching someone train for like a big bout that they have coming up. They get their sports massages. They do their soakings. They go to the gym. They work out. But this is away from the public. You understand? This is you building yourself up in a sacred space. Somewhere where holy things happen. or sacred things are kept. Because, you know, museums, people see that as just stuff, but those are things that are sacred in a sense, as far as history goes. So, yeah, let's see what we have going forward for you. Because you working really hard. I'm sure they're going to be reference to some type of reward here. Look at this. High Priestess energy. I'm telling you, some of you are ascending. You're becoming more and more sacred by the day. The way you operate, how you think, what you pick up on, how it resonates with the world around you. Those things are becoming more and more divine and more sacred. You're tapping in. Whoa. We got the Three of Swords energy down here. So some of you are maybe super empathic. And the reason why I say that is because they see a super intuitive person here beside a Three of Hearts. This is someone that can feel and sense other people's pain. And that's why you need to go in away from others. You have to, again, you have to purge it. You pick up on so much, you sense so much. Yeah. Some of you just watching things in the news, because Six of Wands is about something publicly seen or paraded out front. Heartbreak that's paraded out front is you pick up on it a lot. And this is the reason why sitting down for quiet time and reading a book, as a bookmark has been referenced here, or praying, observing, and, you know, tapping into that which is holy. This is how you recenter yourself and fortify your connection to the divine, like you keep doing maintenance work, so to speak. But it's because of this sensitivity to this public grief. The world is in a lot of pain right now, and because you're so intuitive, you pick up on it. Knight of Swords energy is here. This is about being bombarded. So some of you have been getting bombarded with too much bad news or heartbreaking news. Okay? And so this is, again, they're urging you to make sure you take that time out for yourself. That all those quiet times, those meditations has been suggested over the past few readings. We have the reverse King of Pentacles here. Yeah, overindulging in the external, the grief of the external world. Some of you are watching too much of it. You know, you're seeing that it's like you have such a concern, you can't help but press play on that video about this, that, and the third. That's unfortunate, but getting addicted to keeping abreast of every heartbreaking thing is it means you're going to have to do more downtime. You're going to have to take more breaks to clear out your psychological filters again. Otherwise, you end up in an obsessed, overindulgent kind of a person. But the overindulgence, oddly enough, is the pain of the world for someone. Okay. So just take time to make sure to take a break. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's repeat. This is the wounded warrior energy. You've been soldiering through like psychological cobwebs and dust. You know what I'm saying? Because these things passing through your psychological filters are meant to catch dirt and debris. And then because you have so much heartbreaking things passing through your psychological filter, your brain collects dust and debris of pain and grief, and some of it's not even yours. Look at this Queen of Cups energy here. This is someone who's super empathetic, super sympathetic, super, yeah, emotionally tethered to everything. Somebody needs to take a break. Okay. Queen of Wands energy is here, is with the reverse Judgment card. Huh. It's interesting because then on the flip side of that, there's someone being mentioned here that is an upright Queen of Wands, but this person has no judgment. Wow. Okay, so we're getting some relationship read coming through now. So, or dating, because you don't have to be in a relationship, it could be dating. But there's someone who intuitively is sensing something that's heartbreaking to another person. There's drama around some grown folks here, or those that should be behaving grown. The reversed King of Pentacles is a yeah. This person is experiencing a type of grief because they're lacking in a lot of ways right now. They're probably really mean and really rude right now. They're struggling with, as it pertains to what value is in people and things. It's a repeat struggle, a repeat heartbreak that this person is becoming corrupt because of. Okay? Over here, we have this Queen of Cups energy. She's likely the one that's struggling with this guy because he's reversed, or this masculine, because they're reversed. Okay? Crazy thing is that this person's judgment is thrown off because rather than it feels like this person likes a Smex kitten instead of real love. You know what I'm saying? Like he's weird. Let's talk about some signs here. So far we have Taurus. Taurus. Of course, the earth signs. Again, Taurus, doubling down on Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. Water sign energy here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fire sign energy here. Only people missing really are the air signs. Yeah, as it pertains to some of these narratives, this could be for those signs or about those signs in your life. Look at this. Now here's the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So I'm guessing that for a lot of you, the break you need to take from bad news or bad energy out in the world is definitely from this reverse King of Pentacles person and or energy. Because the external world is coming across very, very materialistic these days. Very, very overindulgent. Very corrupt. Okay? Vices. Like everybody's caught up in addictions and vices, and it's that. It's creating a struggle for people who are emotionally sensitive. Okay? The world has been honoring mindless bimbo type energy is what the second this line right here is saying. Mindless, reverse judgment, and then when you put that with the Queen of Wands, it's giving bimbo. Facts. Okay? Queen of Pentacles energy is up right at the end of it all. This is about you continuing to add value to yourself in spite of. This is the stuff you're having to work through and around. Okay? But there's a turning point, of course, because you understand the value of peace and of genuine friendships and of a decent place to lay your head and decent food to eat. Like you understand the value of being disciplined, of managing your assets and your resources correctly. Okay? And you've done this in a world that is full of pain and mindless bimbo, materialistic, vice-driven behavior. I mean, you're doing a lot. So it's going to be key for you, indeed, for you to exercise this reverse Three of Cups energy as it pertains to like going away from the crowd. Okay, this is about alone time. They're emphasizing that you need alone time to yourself to stay balanced in all of this trash. Okay, it's giving in the world, but not of it. You know the saying. Okay, very, very, very interesting. Very interesting energy here. You guys, it's some of you. There are some great divine beings that are coming across now because the kind of messages I'm being called to share now, this is for someone who's definitely on their way up. Because your spirit teams are getting to the heart of the things that truly matter in your life. Like actually. Okay? They're coaching a lot of you beyond the illusion. This is what these messages are like. They're definitely giving you the skinny of what matters and what's going on beyond the illusion. Look at this. Oh my God. What? This is insane the way these cards start coming out together. Life mission is out here with self-worth, where we're not just talking about value. Psh, you're in a world that lacks worth, you know, or where people are behaving like that. So this is how you're being coached to not get swept up in that foolishness, because you're an ascended being. You're on your actual life mission. Look at this. The angels are here. And philosophy. Now, remember we talked about your downtime, taking a break? When you are in those sacred moments, in this holy space, and that's the mode you're in, I'm telling you, angels and ascended beings and your ancestors all around you are keeping your philosophy balanced and divine. Like they're coming through with angelic theories and thoughts and practices and understandings. It's good. It's keeping a lot of you balanced. They're just reminding you that this is how you stay balanced. You know, it don't wait until you're burning out to be like, I really got to sit down. This is about the person that's training like a trained fighter. Schedule your workouts, schedule your breaks. Like make it a point to not to just squeeze it in, but make yourself a priority. Put it on your calendar like you would work. Okay? Make it a requirement to yourself so that you can stay ascending without breaking down and burning out. Community reputation is out here with November. Interesting. That we did have a reading recently about folks becoming a pillar of their communities. Yeah. Look, there it is. Isolation. This is about knowing when to hold them, knowing when to fold them, knowing when to walk the freak away. Okay? Look at this. Hobbies and learning. Now, we do have a book reference over there. They said learning and ascending and expanding your mind has become a hobby, and or it will. And this is how you continue to ascend in a world of mindlessness or mindless behavior. You're very well balanced. You learn, you take it easy. Yeah. Career is out here. Somebody needs to, tweak their work-life balance. Because don't burn out for nobody else's corporation. Shoot. Don't even burn out for your own. Your own mission should be rewarding. Okay? But definitely don't do it for anybody else's corporation. Virgo energy out here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And or the season. January rejuvenation. Now, see, this ain't no accident because we're heading straight towards another major shift point in the cosmic wheel as we go through the year, which is the winter solstice or Christmas time, the holidays, that shift point right there. After you pass through that energetic shift point, that divine portal, January, the new year, we've talked about this, 2026 starts off, I can literally see it like an avalanche type energy. Like it starts off as a pebble at the top of the mountain, and then it's midway, and now it's a big ball rolling fast. Like you're rejuvenated by the new year. This last quarter of the year is you being very careful with how you extend yourself to others and their pains and their mindlessness and their goofball stuff. Community, money, and goals is here. Whoa. Some of you, a lot of you are stepping into an abundance that has community scale. It's a community scale budget. That's another reason why, let me clear this up. That's another reason why a ton of you are stepping into multi-millionaire status, because you as a warrior for good, those of you that can be trusted, you've proven to your angels and the divine that you can be trusted. And so what they're going to do is make sure you have provisions for self for being such a good steward. And then they're also going to give you a budget that's community size to be able to help others, because they know you can be trusted and they know you have a real moral compass, and they know you know how to sit down and clean out your filters again and get back at it again, fresh and rejuvenated. So some of you have goals that include community scale budgets. Okay. That's the reason why in the previous read, they said you're going to be a main character in the forefront of your new community. Self-identity is here. It's giving, Self-identity and contracts is here. Okay, so for a lot of you, this is in your contract. This is why you're so intuitive, is to be able to sense the need of others. But as someone that has been sent to this realm to assist humanity in healing, it's written it's wired in your DNA. That's why you sense the way you do. That's why you think the way you do. That's why you, even without being told the rules, you innately understand right from wrong and good from bad and righteous from evil. Like, even if you've never seen a Torah, a Holy Bible, a Book of the Dead, or whatever, even if you've never laid eyes on one of them, innately, it's in your wiring. It's written up in your divine contract with the divine before coming this way. Okay, good steward, you will be there to help the hungry. Okay, good steward, you will be here to help those experiencing abuse and violence. Okay, good steward, you will be here to help people plan their empires and help them clear out karmic debts and family debts. It's stuff like that. It's written up. It's in you to be about this, but you got to take care of self. Okay, you're valuable. You're valuable to everyone, so you have to come first. September and romance is here. Oh boy. Hopefully it's not that upside down reverse King of Pentacles crap, because again, you deserve better than that. Oh yeah, be careful with who you're affiliating with. You got to watch your back. You're not just anybody. Again, this has everything to do with why everybody's being coached away from the riffraff. They're separating the wheat from the chaff. This is that separation process. So your reputation, you're going to be an ascended being. You're the high priestess. You are the one that the divine trusts with the sacred scrolls. You cannot be finding yourself in, say, a Marion Barry situation. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that DC mayor from back in the day. And they had like footage of him in motel rooms smoking crack cocaine in his leisure. Yeah, like you're an important person. So you don't need stuff like that coming out. You're going to have stuff to lose. And your larger life mission is important enough for you to care about that now, because you're not just anybody. Okay? Home is here. I'm sure Marion Barry, if you could interview him, if you could, his spirit would communicate to you that you don't want to deal with that. Anyone being able to, wait a minute, do I have, I was like, do I have two identity cards? No, there's self-identity and then identity here. Yeah, so big emphasis and tunnel vision by your ancestors being put on your character, your makeup, your morals. People are going to need to be able to trust folks again, because of so many reverse King of Pentacles out there that's scamming people and getting them to believe in this and running off with their heart, their money, their trust, and things of value. They've just been stealing away with everybody's stuff. So your identity and your reputation and things being solid is key in order for you to even be able to help those who are downtrodden. They need to be able to trust us. Okay? Boy, legacy. Y'all building legacies out here. This is big. How many times is the word community? Okay, so apparently I got some duplicates in here for it to be able to pull multiples and instances where there's emphasis being put on stuff. You're building a community legacy. You're large. You're large. You're so large that this isn't just about impacting your own lineage. This is about how your presence is going to impact other individuals and their lineages as well. This is huge. You're huge. Okay? You're a titan or a juggernaut as it pertains to agents for the divine. Wild stuff here. Good to meet you. Thanks for coming out here. I know conditions are wacky, but thanks for still showing up and still giving a toot. Okay? Because it's a lot of us that then got out there and turned into reverse King of Pentacles and just threw in the towel. Like, you know what? If you can't beat them, join them type energy. And now they're out there being riffraff just like everyone else. Not okay. Not okay. The rest of us will just continue to deal with our shift points, those turning points, and remaining holy and restarting and keeping up the good fight. Yeah, focus is here. Focus is important right now. So many messed up distractions. Sweet, beautiful, and charming energy is here. They telling you to put your eagle eye on these charming folks. Make sure they're not reverse King of Pentacles. We got to shut those guys down and get them out the way. And the next day, you're gonna be faced with this charming, beautiful individual or circumstance, and you're gonna have to decide. This is another reason why they're telling you to tap in, because you're gonna have to be able to feel in your gut and sense with your mind's eye anything beyond the surface, because you're gonna have to make a decision off of this stuff without any map. Large lips is giving me that someone has a gift of gab. Yes. So keep your good focus eagle eye on them. I got greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes. You name it. Abundance is infinite. Yeah, you're at that fork in the road. You choose to continue on your life mission, your provisions will be met. South Africa is here. It's significant as it pertains to origins or a destination. Shem Angel 48 is here. Mihael, God, rescuing Father. Yeah, you're being given refuge, okay, by the aspect of the divine that is described as the rescuing Father. Yeah, this is what your breaks are about. Come on in from out there. Take a break. Come in the corner. Let's squirt some water in your mouth. Let's wipe your face. Let's talk to you. Let's recenter your mind, your focus, and get back out there and knock them dead. Okay? Don't be a murderer. I'm just saying. Figure of speech. Shem Angel 48. Mihael has the energy of 48 on it. That's significant to someone. Somebody may have been born in 1948 or 1984. I'm getting August 8th, April 8th off of this card. I'm also seeing the hangman energy with 4 and 8 equaling 12. Okay? This is, again, about one sitting still for the sake of observing. Okay? And learning. Okay? But this is away from the fray. You're not in it. You're observing it from a distance and learning. 12 also reduces down to 3. 1 and 2 is 3. That's the Empress energy. You all have thrones and empires. Again, legacies you're building. Community legacies. Again, not just for your own lineage, but the lineage of others you come in contact with. Okay? Taurus and Libra energy on the table. Miami. You're on the table again. We're seeing that city a lot. Yes. Bienvenido a Miami. Shem Angel 10 is out here. Aladia, propitious God. 10. Every time I see this card, the first thing that jumps out at me is Wheel of Fortune. It makes sense because your first card out was Turning Point. The wheel's turning. It's shifting. Yes. Yes, indeed. And there's good fortune for those of you as it pertains to being rewarded for your good works. The direction of west is significant. This also could be in the name of something. Yeah. Unstoppable energy from out west. What is that about? Interesting. Shem Angel 20 is here. Pahalia, Redemptor God. Yeah, you got redemption out here, man. Like I said, restoration and rejuvenation out here for my dear friends. Divine union energy is out here. So after dealing with the riffraff, in your life mission and in your own personal love life, you're ascending. Things are shifting into a very holy space. Okay? Wow. The ascension vibes are too real. Who am I dealing with out there? Hey, nice to know you guys. Look, woo! Like I said, your provisions are in place, honey, because you're a divine one. You're building divine legacies here. Okay? Inheritance energy in you guys' life. Look at this. Yukura. Hebrew power term for prestige. Like I said, you're not just anybody, honey. Get them riffraff around you. Mental illness is out here. All praise is due to the Most High. So yeah, some of you guys' minds are burdened. This isn't about someone who's like completely out of it. This is about your subconscious being sickened by your environment and the parameters you're going to take to keep that thing nice and tuned up and cleaned out and balanced, because Your environment's out of control. All praise is due to the Most High. Yes, leisure and luxury is here for you. There's going to be a bust, though, because remember, we got this reverse King of Pentacles energy running things out in the world. Okay? Yeah. Your protections are solid and fortified, though. You've got the hazmat suit for this toxic crap. Okay? April is significant for someone. What else do we have, Spirit? Woo! Vegas. You're in the building. Destination and or origin is significant there. The big reveal. How about that? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so you sitting as the high priestess is going to be apparent because, again, a lot of you are ascending so much. It's going to be apparent. That's why your legacy takes hold. People are going to be like, oh, my gosh, so Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so just built a whole tiny house community for the homeless. And now everyone's growing their own food and living their own life. And they don't have to subject themselves to dehumanization to be able to afford a decent life. Like, it's something about how you operate and the way you reach people that's going to be supreme. Super supreme. This is also talking to those of you who are going to literally encounter supreme beings on your own walk. You're going to be seen as one. You're going to encounter them, but that's because you're keeping your filters set correctly so that the riffraff don't get to come and or get to stay. Their energy. Okay? Like attracts like energy here. 62 reduces down to the number 8, which is about abundance. Okay? Again, some of you are going to be so extremely abundant. The luxury is here for you. Where the heck? Leisure and luxury here. Okay? This is also talking about karma. Those reverse King of Pentacles types, that narrative, that culture, that mindset is it's karma in place for that stuff. We're balancing the scales out here, you guys. Good work. Good work. And enjoy your rewards. You've earned every bit of them. Make sure to take time for yourself because you're to whom much is given, much is required. So you have to allow rejuvenation in order to keep going. All right. That's your spread. I hope it's been helpful. Check the description box for anything more you may want to know. Don't forget to like, share, comment. And if you haven't subscribed, please feel free to do so. And until next time, peace.